Good afternoon. I'm Melanie Mosh, Director of Brand Development and Public Relations at the Empire State Building. And I'd like to welcome everyone to our tower lighting ceremony in honor of the Women's Tennis Association. This year is a special year in tennis, and the Empire State Building is proud to help celebrate 3 important anniversaries. The 40th anniversary of the formation of the WTA, the 40th anniversary of Billie Jean King's Battle of the Sexes match versus Bobby Riggs, and the 40th anniversary of the U.S. Open's decision to pay both men and women equal prize money, the first Grand Slam to do so. Tonight, the Empire State Building will shine its tower lights in WTA pink, purple, and yellow in recognition of these milestones. We're pleased to have with us today tennis legend and Women's Tennis Association founder, Billie Jean King, who formed the WTA, which has since given thousands of women the opportunity to play tennis professionally and follow their dreams. 2-time Grand Slam champion and 2012 U.S. Open finalist, Victoria Azarenka, and President of the United States Tennis Association, David Haggerty. But first, I'd like to introduce Stacy Alistair, Chairman and CEO of the Women's Tennis Association, to say a few words. Stacy?
Thank you, Melanie. Well, I've been traveling the world celebrating 40 years of WTA with this great founder. And Billie's coined the year 40-40-40. And as Melanie has said, 40 years of Billie founding the WTA, 40 years of Billie putting Bobby in his place, and 40 years of the USTA respecting female athletes by awarding equal prize money. Dave, on behalf of 4 generations of athletes, I'd like to begin by thanking you for your leadership in gender equality. It really is quite amazing to have had 40 years from day one for the USDA to provide equal prize money. Thank you. These celebrations have definitely been about paying tribute to Billie, to the original 9, and so many other generations that have built the WTA. For me personally, what it also has been about is learning about the story. I thought I knew the story. I thought I knew how hard it was for Billie and women in the 1970s. But what I have come to know is I had no idea what it was like to be a woman and how hard and how much fight and how much courage Billie and everyone had for myself, my little girl, to have the job that I have today. And I think what's going to be really cool for all of you, on September the 10th, PBS is airing a program under their American Masters showpiece about Billie, and I encourage everyone to watch it. You will be inspired and have much more appreciation for how incredibly great this woman is. Billie, you had the vision that we would have a successful women's tennis tour. Nobody believed it was possible. Today, your vision has created a global tour with 54 events in 33 countries, and the athletes are competing for $118 million on the WTA and the 4 Grand Slams. It's amazing. Next week at the US Open, there will be 39 countries represented by the female athletes, from large countries to small countries. And although Victoria Azarenka is from a smaller country, she is a modern-day force on the WTA, and she is completely driven to be standing beside Dave in 2 weeks' time to be holding up that beautiful US Open trophy. We wish you all the best, and thank you for being here. And I'm sure that you will agree with me that you are living Billie's dream. We all are. So ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to introduce a pioneer, an innovator, an entrepreneur, and a champion of equality for women and for men, the great Billie Jean King.
No iPad. Thank you, Stacy. Thank you, everyone, for being here. We really appreciate it. Especially the media, you photographers, thank you for being here, media, because back in the 70s, before we had social media, you told our story. So I just want to thank you very much. As Stacy said, it's our 40th anniversary of when we all founded the WTA at the Gloucester Hotel in London. What a day that was. It's brought back a lot of memories and how tough it was. Having Betty Stove lock the doors and not let anybody out. There were so many of us, a few of us actually, that dreamed about what's evolved. I would like to thank the Empire State Building for hosting this. Thank you, Melanie. It means so much to us. I'm a New Yorker. I live in the West Side. I can see the Empire State Building anytime I walk out on my terrace on the apartment. So I'm going to be looking for the WTA colors. It's going to be very exciting for me to see that and know the meaning behind it. It's amazing because the Empire State Building started construction in 1929. What was 1929 but the crash? And we had a depression going on, and yet we found a way to finish this building in 1931. And it is absolutely a landmark. It stands for so many things, and it's so inspirational every time I look at it, and the different colors that it displays whenever we're celebrating, and how fortunate we are to have the people that made and created the architecture, and everything in this building is amazing. So I'd also like to thank Stacy and the WTA. I'd like to thank you for your leadership that continues to allow us to grow. We'll be going to Singapore for the next 5 years after this year, thanks to you and your leadership in the growth of our sport. And I would like to also thank the USTA once again, because in 1972, when I first talked to the USTA about us having equal prize money in '73, I thought it was a really long shot. And Billie Talbert was there, and we talked. And then the president at that time, Walter Elcock, and the board had to pass it that we would get equal prize money. And the USDA was definitely on the cutting edge, because we did not get equal prize money at the other majors until really complete until 2007. So the USDA was way ahead, and I appreciate them pushing the others to go forward. So I appreciate your leadership. And now I have the honor of really introducing the present day player, Vika Azarenka, who has won 2 slams, but she's also won 17 WTA Tour events and continues to make her mark. She is a complete athlete. She beat Serena a week ago in Cincinnati. She has been #1 in the world. At the moment, she's #2, but she's got many more years left in her, and I love watching her because she can do it all. She can run, she can jump, she can do all the things that you need to do to be great, and hits a heavy ball. And she is one of our greatest athletes we've ever had in our sport. From a small country, Belarus, Vika Azarenka.
A little bit. Hello, everybody. Well, Billie Jean, thank you so much for the beautiful introduction. I am so honored to be here today on behalf of, representing all the WTA players. We are just celebrating such a big milestone, for women's tennis, and we couldn't have done that without you. As Stacy mentioned, we are living your dream, and, we have an opportunity, and all the young girls have an opportunity to eager that chance to play at the National Tennis Center, and I feel like it goes beyond just women's tennis. It goes, for the whole women in general to inspire them and have the leadership and achieve their dreams with no looking back. And you've been a greatest role model for us, and I'm so proud to be standing next to you, and just so excited about our future in women's game. We are celebrating our past, but I'm so excited about the future that we can make together, and thank you so much, and for being inspiration, and Stacy, and everybody. So I'm just honored to be here, and WTA 40 love, let's go.
And we also have David Haggerty, the President of the United States Tennis Association.
Well, Melanie, thank you very much. I guess that sometimes they save the worst for last, but that's why I'm here. But I at least get to represent the other sex. So we have not as much equality because you three are certainly you four versus, this is unfair. But on behalf of the United States Tennis Association, we're really honored to congratulate the WTA on 40 sensational years of what they have done. There were some visionaries at the USTA back then. I just happen to be the president today that can say thank you, and they had some great vision of where they wanted to be and made a great decision. You know, Billie has done so much for tennis and for women, but not just women, but for everyone in sport worldwide. We have great ambassadors. In the future, as we welcome these talented women to New York, we're just so delighted and so proud that the United States Tennis Association and the US Open has a 40-year history as well of equal prize money. So thank you very much and have a great day.
Thank you. And if I could ask Billie and Victoria to come up. On behalf of the Empire State Building, we actually have a gift for you. It's your very own Empire State Buildings. You'll both get one. To remind you of the day that you lit the building for the WTA and this special anniversary.
I need a box or something to stand on because I don't have my heels on today. I don't wear them anymore. Even if I had heels, it wouldn't be.
Okay. Do you want me to hold this while you?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So we're going to put you on the Okay. If you would do the honor of lighting the Empire State Building on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.